what I'm getting is that it is a purification process the earth is now going through. It's a process that it has begun already. And the whatever is dense and whatever is obsolete and things, energies that cannot move with us, that were part of who we were, but have no room on the surface anymore, Earth is taking it in, is removing it from the surface and bringing it back into it. To me, it looks like old programming. Like if you have a computer with, or let's put this, you have an iPhone with many apps because you were doing a specific job and you needed those apps for what you were doing. So you have your phone busy with those many apps, but now you quit that job. Okay, so what you want to do is to remove all the apps that you were using only for that job because the job is not there anymore. So you need space. What you're doing is you start deleting all those apps, and you are just leaving in your phone the apps that like you need every day, the ones that you are using. But it's important to create a space. So what I'm seeing is earth taking in things that you needed in order to function in the earth, let's call it all earth, and bring it back into itself, into herself. So earth has this capability to bring things to surface and take things from surface back in. It's just that when these processes are going on, you feel like a lot of energy moving around. And for us, it might feel uncomfortable, but this is not the first time that this has happened. It needs to bring back in what we are not using to create a space. And once it stopped drawing back in things, bringing back in things, those conduit that earth uses to call the energy back in will be available for now earth to start pouring out new resources, new energy on the surface. So going back to the iPhone is removing apps to then, once you find this new job that you're gonna start, you're gonna figure, okay, for this new job now, this is what I need. So you're gonna start downloading apps that are what you're gonna use for the next job. So first you remove, and once you're done with the removing, you see the phone, you see all the space that you have, you start thinking, okay, for this job, what I need, and you start looking for what are the apps that are useful for what you need. So we are in the process right now of removing. And that's why you might feel that there are things that you were used to have that are not available or are less and less available for you. Don't panic. Don't panic. You will have everything that you need to go through this transition. This is, in a way, more information about this transition that they have been talking now for months. Is one more thing adding to this period of time that we're going through. Okay, so let go. And if you see that something that you were used to is not there anymore, don't panic. Nothing is going wrong or It's not the end of anything, it's just a transition again. Okay, if it's disappearing, it's because it won't be needed in the earth that is being developed right now. Instead of panicking, they are inviting us to figure new ways. If you don't find one ingredient for your recipe, play and experiment with other ingredients that now are new for you, but that might be good for that recipe that you used to prepare. And of course, the meal will change a little bit, but it will be more in alignment with what you are supposed to be eating. Okay, and that's just like an example. That doesn't mean that you will have, in a way, ingredients that will disappear, but think of it that way. All right. If something is gone, it's because there are more things coming in to improve, to make your meal in a way better. Do you have any questions?